Welcome to CITHREL'S Fall, a 3-boss dungeon set deep in the frozen north. High in the frozen north lies the prison of Al-Zurak, the frostworm that once nearly doomed the world. The first boss, Noor the Betrayer. Noor is all about control and positioning, a mix of traps, AoE pressure, and ad waves. Cold-blooded twist. Noor spins a pinwheel-shaped telegraph around her, pausing briefly between each wedge. Find the gaps and strafe through them to stay safe. Betrayer's Arrow. Noor targets one player with an AoE of several orbs that converge into an explosion. That player should move away from the group and wait to safely detonate. Arcane Volley. Noor fires a volley of arrows into the air. As they rain down, this does AoE damage to the entire group. Razor Trap. Noor throws out a trap that roots and damages whoever steps on it. This is especially dangerous if it combos with Betrayer's Arrow or Cold-Blooded Twist, so watch your footing. Actuate Ambush. Noor summons 3 ads. Pick them up immediately. The recruits can be cleaved down, but focus the Sentinel. Interrupt its Absorb cast on the boss. Stay mobile and you'll take Noor down quickly. The second boss, Ancient Koros. This fight is all about arena control. Keeping Koros in the center makes it nearly impossible. Instead, drag him to either the left or right ice walls and keep him there. This lets your team split into 3 semicircle zones. Melee close to the boss, ranged DPS a bit further back, and your healer or a designated ranged player farthest out handling the orbs. Let's go over why this positioning matters. Volatile Orb. A purple swirl appears under someone's feet, spawning an orb that chases and pulses AoE. This seems to target the furthest player, so assign one ranged or the healer to kite them. They should kite the orbs around until Ancient Koros' ability, Shatter Strike. Shatter Strike. The boss targets one player with a wedge AoE. That player should line it up with the orbs that have been kited. This will destroy the orbs and clear the space. Keeping Koros near the wall makes lining this up so much easier. Calamitous Fracture. Places a small ground zone that must be soaked. Standing in it gives you a brief debuff and drops a small, permanent AoE on the ground. Rotate soakers to avoid stacking the debuff. If no one stands in it, it'll trigger a massive, persistent AoE, shrinking your safe space and making the fight much harder. Remember to keep Koros pinned to the wall and don't over-rotate him. The positioning here is everything. Final boss, CITHREL, Devourer of the Wormheart. CITHREL brings it all together: AoE pressure, movement checks, and soft and rage mechanics. Breath of Al-Zurak. A frontal cone targeting the tank. Always face her away from the group when this goes out. Path to Oblivion. Marks a random player with a blue soak ring. Everyone should stack inside to split the damage. Afterwards, the room will begin to shrink as layers of ice form around the edges. This will act as a soften rage. Maelstrom. CITHREL leaps and spins, pulling everyone toward her. You want to quickly move away afterwards to avoid most of the other mechanics. Blood Hunt. She marks 2 players with AoE circles. Everyone else should spread out immediately. Once she dashes to those targets, she'll apply a heavy bleed. Draconic Frenzy. At 50%, she buffs herself and begins using all her abilities more frequently. Expect constant party damage and overlapping mechanics from here on out. Blood Hunt will often combo directly into Maelstrom, giving you less time to react. Combine that with the shrinking area, and this phase quickly becomes chaotic. Stay calm, keep your positioning tight, and burn her down before the ice closes in completely. And that's the full breakdown of CITHREL'S Fall in Fellowship. If you find this guide helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more Fellowship content. Until next time, this has been Dead Man Fred, bringing you the best in gaming from beyond the grave.